Bluetooth too. So we try and make it open. So irrespective of any complementing device made by anybody else, if they subscribe to the local standard, it should work with us. Yeah, so from an India perspective, we are one of the largest market as Callum talked about, and we are also a fast-growing market, going leaning along with the GDP growth that we have. So, with a focus on India, almost all global launches we do in parallel in India. So there's nothing like, okay, globally it will be done 6 months ahead and then we'll do it later. So we literally run in parallel, and that's what we do here. Okay, so from a video perspective, our concept is direct touch, indirect fulfillment. So which means we work very, very closely with partners. This set of video solutions that we have can be installed in a complex location or requirements, or a simple, small and medium-sized rooms, which is a quick fit solution. So we work with a range of partners, the AV system integrators who deal with complex installations. We work with them, but then we also have many number of IT resellers who are happy to do these installations for small and medium groups. Yes, the numbers are here and there about, but we work with at different tiered partners, right? So we have a set of partners, about 100+ partners who are managed, and we work with them on a daily basis as an account manager who goes along with them to the customers. So that will be about 100+. And there's another 200-300 partners who are still supported as an account manager on call. And then there are at least 5,000+ partners whom we meet on phone or on multiple digital ways we're able to reach, which we do regular webinars for them, and that is a growing base. Right? So we used to be just AV focused till 3, 4, 5 years back. Now we are doing video, and even partners' profiles are changing. They were only doing IT resellers who are selling laptops and now wanting to do video. It's a simple installation, as Callum alluded to. It's a 15-minute. You can have a VBS 40 up and running. So you have a monitor, and that boom, the meeting room is ready. Why would a partner walk out of an opportunity like that? So that base of resellers are increasing. IT, laptop vendors, because now earlier laptop was only to key in and do stuff. Now everybody does a call. So you need an audio device to be connected to it. So that base is growing. So from an India perspective, you have thousands of. You would know better from coming from thousands and thousands of partners. So frankly, we want all of them to be with us, but we know it would be difficult. So we have a plan. Thankfully, it is not today. You need to talk to everybody. You could do digitalization of a marketing help. So we have a way to reach out to everybody. Tier 2, Tier 3 cities. So, yeah, so it's a large base. It starts from 100 very concentrated, focused partners, running to thousands of partners being engaged in different ways. So, as Jabra, one of the things we believe is in education of our partners. We sell top and cutting edge technologies, and it's important for our partners to know that so that they can evangelize to the customer. So we believe in an ECE. Essentially, the first E stands for enablement. So we make sure that our partners are enabled. We do direct trainings, face-to-face trainings, we do online training, we do asynchronous training. So that is one is enablement. Similarly, we also make sure that we run a marketing engine and campaign. One is generalized, and the other one is also for a particular partner we are happy to run so that we generate leads for them. So that's on. They started off and they will go in full swing at the end of the year. And then the second one we see is about conversion. So it's about ability for the partner to engage and convert. So that's where when we do direct touch with our customers, not every customer you can touch, but wherever required we would, and there will be a set of customers we are in touch with, which helps them in faster conversion. And of course the last E is about earning. So it's about making sure that when they work with Jabra, we ensure that it makes it worth their while, whether it is ability to earn revenue or margin. So that is how we do, and we follow the way we interact with our partners. being an Indian myself, I think we always look for good bargains and deals, and that's, in all fairness, not uncommon anywhere else. Maybe we are a little bit more inclined towards pushing the button. Having said that, and having always sold value, it's about selling value. So whatever price we look for, if a customer understands there is a value add, he is willing to pay that extra value, right? Now, whether it is $2 or a dollar could vary from a country to country. For India, it could be $1 rather than $2. So that's why our engagement with our own partners and how we train them to engage with the customers is not about talking about the price first. It's about understanding customers' need and pain points. The moment we have an understanding of their need and the pain point, and we're able to give them a value proposition for them, it generally is okay. We haven't talked about 180 degrees, right? Just simple example as that. If you take a small meeting room, 10 feet by 10 feet, small meeting room, right? Typically, any camera has got a field of view which is V. So 90 to 110 degree, which means typically the first two people get cut off. Like a huddle room, literal sense, everybody huddles together to be seen. So you're fighting for space and you're losing 20 to 25% of the room. In today's world, with the cost of real estate being high, all of you know, in every room if you're going to lose 20-25% of the space, it is lost in money. Right? So if you're able to provide you with a solution which covers everything, that's where people then find value. Similarly, we give telemetry information, we basically tell how many rooms are used, how long is used, stuff like that, which our partners can take the information and produce a report to the customer. So when customer plans the second campus, the second building, he knows exactly what size of rooms are used, when it is used, and stuff like that. So that, I think for everything that we do, we believe we do, we can add value. For instance, we talked about hybrid working. That's to stay. Of course, various companies are asking people to get back to work, but still, we know that 90% of a meeting, at least one person is outside. I don't remember a meeting where all of us sat in the same room for a long time. So when you're working at home, the whole working perspective changes, right? You're sitting and working, and suddenly a doorbell rings, right? You know, a cooker whistle going up, a child crying. It is normal. I cannot say you can't do that, right? It's not an office. How do you control that? So you need to cut off those noises. So we brought about active noise cancellation, right? In a way that it can work and take care of these kind of noises. Similarly, 5-7 years back, we did calls for maybe 2-3 hours in a day. Today, maybe 6 hours of calls. So we need to have much more comfortable, product, much more sturdier, things like that. Similarly, you could be tethered to a device with a wired device and do calls. Versus when you work from home, when you have a doorbell ringing and if you're the only one, you need to get to the door. So you need the mobility, right? So those are the value adds we build around, and when we are able to present the value proposition to the customer, they are happy to pay that extra. They'll always try to drive a hard bargain, but I think people are fair when they know that it's going to help.
Okay. So can you give me a number to your channel or the exclusive retail partners? And are you looking at expanding considering the kind of offerings you are having now?
Yes. Okay, so the numbers are here and there about, but we work with at different tiered partners, right? So we have a set of partners, about 100+ partners who are managed, and we work with them on a daily basis as an account manager who goes along with them to the customers. So that will be about 100+. And there's another 200-300 partners who are still supported as an account manager on call. And then there are at least 5,000+ partners whom we meet on phone or on multiple digital ways we're able to reach, which we do regular webinars for them. And that is a growing base. Right? So we used to be just AV focused till 3, 4, 5 years back. Now we are doing video. And even partners' profiles are changing. They were only doing IT resellers who are selling laptops and now wanting to do video. It's a simple installation, as Callum alluded to. It's a 15-minute, you can have a VBS 40 up and running. So you have a monitor and that, boom, the meeting room is ready. Why would a partner walk out of an opportunity like that? So that base of resellers are increasing. IT, laptop vendors, because now earlier laptop was only to key in and do stuff. Now everybody does a call. So do you need an audio device to be connected to it? So that base is growing. So from an India perspective, we have thousands of you would know better from coming from thousands and thousands of partners. So, frankly, we want all of them to be with us, but we know it would be difficult. So we have a plan. Thankfully, it is not today. You need to talk to everybody. You could do digitalization of our marketing help. So we have a way to reach out to everybody, tier 2, tier 3 cities. So, yeah, so it's a large base. It starts from 100 very concentrated, focused partners, running to thousands of partners being engaged in different ways. That's a good question. Maybe it's a question sits. To tell you the truth, we would like to, right? But it's also a function of availability of components, sourcing and stuff like that. So we'll always, with India being a focus country, we'll always look for avenues to see how we can make in India. And here, as Callum spoke about and I spoke in the introduction there, we do 3 businesses, right? We do hearing, we do gaming, and we do Jabra, audio video perspective. So if not on one of those, wherever we can, we will certainly want to consider. While we can't commit and give you a date and how much, but we can certainly say our intent would be always to look at opportunities to find a way to make. I'm actually glad that global products are now done for India, because we are one of the, I think, second largest global capability centers are being built in India, large data centers. So big businesses that are elsewhere in the world operate out of India. So they need the best in what they get. So really, when I say something for India, it need not be tiered down or tiered up. So globally, what is available in our opinion suits, but we also make sure that we are now more inclined to look at entry-level products which can take care of the mass requirement, as I said, and Evolve 10, which would possibly be more suitable for India compared to somebody else. So we will continue to look at what is required, but that does not mean it will be anyway less inferior or anything. It will be of the same thing, but maybe the type of products that we may require, the scope will expand. That's it. So even the 40 BBS 40, I think it's a great product for Indian market. We need hundreds of them in India. Right? So hopefully we will start selling it. We are still consulting with our back-end team, tax team. But at this time, it doesn't look like any of our products reduced on. We are on a 18% GST, and that continues. I think mostly the reduction side. I think I'm not an expert on GST, but I know that at least our product prima facie hasn't been impacted either in a higher scale or a lower scale. But our tax team is making sure that.
But are you coming up? I mean, are you being approached with these questions from your partners? कि बस ऐसा होगा क्या? हमारा product भी इसी में आएगा, कुछ कम होगा?
The first question is no change. If it is any less, they'll be happy, and we'll be the first to tell them. But I don't think there's any. In case I would have definitely known. I looked for it. There is no change. Now we are studying to check whether anything has gone down. As of now, it looks.
It looks the same.